I want to take the change of years to reflect on what 2017 meant for our carbon pollution of the Earth's climate and what 2018 may bring. Our human use of fossil fuels continued to pour carbon dioxide into the atmosphere in 2017. The concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere now stands at almost 407 parts per million, the highest in human history, more than 100 parts per million above the safe range in which human development for millennia has flourished. Each year brings a new record concentration of CO2 in our atmosphere. And this will continue to worsen until the world weans itself off fossil fuels. So, with all these alarm bells ringing, how did the United States respond in 2017 to the climate crisis? Our newly inaugurated President, Donald Trump, pointedly ignored the global political and scientific consensus that climate change poses a grave risk to our way of life. A prediction shared by our state universities, our national laboratories, our major scientific associations, even our military. But President Trump nominated fossil fuel stooge Scott Pruitt to run the Environmental Protection Agency. For Energy Secretary, Trump nominated Rick Perry, who uses his office to promote fossil fuel, even announcing a plan to subsidize the coal industry after private meetings with big Trump coal company donors. And then there's Ryan Zinke, Trump's Secretary of the Interior, who's decided to reopen public lands to coal mining and wants to roll back the rule limiting methane emissions from oil and gas drilling on our American public lands. It is literally the Three Stooges. In May, President Trump announced America's withdrawal from the Paris Climate Agreement, leaving the United States the only country on earth to reject this landmark pact. This is not leadership. This is its corrupted opposite. This administration is in hock to the fossil fuel industry like no other. Trump and his pals haven't drained the swamp. They've jumped right in with the biggest swamp monsters of all. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce pays for a phony study claiming the Paris Agreement would cost jobs and economic growth. Trump pulls us out of Paris. The American Petroleum Institute complains about rules limiting methane emissions. Pruitt and Zinke try to roll them back. The Auto Alliance complains about fuel efficiency standards the auto companies agreed to for American cars. Pruitt starts a project to water them down. Trump takes money by the shovelful from fossil fuel donors, and Pence dances on Koch brothers' strings.